Hi, and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. This is episode 113.
Yay!
I know, I like that number.
I
I'm
like that
Naturally
number
Nitty,
first.
aka Jessica.
And I am Allena, aka Starnets. Today is June 24th. This is our weekly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. And by weekly, we mean whenever we get to it. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back, and you know how we roll.
So, grab your knitting or crochet or spinning and craft along with us as we chat and catch up.
Okay. We're going to skip right along over the mojo portion and go straight into whips. So, do you have any whips, Jessica?
Yes.
What are they?
Sorry. I just got your text. Your picture. I have, sorry to start a row, the cardio sock swaps.
I really like those. Are they for me? I forget who has me.
I'm not telling. A couple people keep asking
if they're for them.
Yeah, like Hazel did on Instagram, and so did Carrie.
That's awesome.
But I'm not answering them.
You can tell me.
Because it's a secret.
I can actually look up on my sheet and find out who has everyone. I'm trying to keep it real. So I'm
though today I had the freak out. I'm just doing a 2x2 rib on the top, and then I started it on the whole leg part after the heel, which I also did. Let me pull the needles through so I don't lose them. I did the fish lips kiss heel. If I can get my
FLKH is what I call it. Not really, because I don't even have that, but you know.
I like it.
I like it.
It's pretty easy
it
to
kind
do.
Of like
it makes
a fortune cookie.
Yeah, it sucks in, which is why I think they call it the fish lips, because it goes like that. I haven't made that heel for myself, but I've done it for the kids, and I think a different sock too. Anyways, I like it. Like the stitches just go right around in a little row.
Around.
It's very cute. Anyways, so I'm on the legs, so I probably have another few inches to go.
So you said you had your freak out.
Oh yes, today you do in every swap, and you worry about if the person's gonna like them or not. And I was a little worried about the colors, so I texted you.
And I never got the picture for 10 minutes. I had to go look for the picture myself.
But anyways, I think they're okay.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So I hope you like them, swap partner.
So for those of you just cluing in, we are doing a sock swap. You're supposed to cardio knit some of your sock.
I've done it one time.
I did the cast on and the toe, little bit of the toe, and that's all, because I've been really bad. But we're doing a swap, so we're making socks as we cardio knit for our partner, and then at the end of the month we're supposed to send it off.
Yeah. It's fun. Right. I will say though, a few times I've biked to the park, knit, and then biked home.
That counts.
So I'm counting that as my cardio knitting on these. Counts.
You're not as cool as April. She has a video of her hiking and knitting herself. How awesome is that? She's awesome. Totally awesome.
Totally. She's our star pupil.
Anyways. Yeah, because we totally trained her.
Yep. Whatever.
Anyways, any other works in progress?
Yes, I also have, I don't have it right here, Trubin's blanket, because I figured you guys have, seen, 3 of these things already. I'm past 50% on that blanket, which is 75% of my newt. I took a picture this morning. I need to turn it in.
You do, by the 30th.
So, that's that.
Okay, I have works in progress. I, too, have socks. Though I am not as far as you. I might seriously need to extend myself a week or two because these are my socks and this is the bottom. So I'm doing this toe-up socks with a difference. So they have, look at my cute little stitch marker.
That's cute.
It has googly eyes. It's a ghost. Anyways, so I'm doing the toe-up socks.
With a difference.
With a difference. So you have like the increases on the bottom, and then it'll be a heel flap from toe-up. And then there's my other stitch markers, because I thought you would like to see those. This one I made. Anyways, that's the back. This is the front.
You're doing charade?
Yeah. And it's going really well. Just, I'm really slow at knitting. So, anyways, hopefully I can get them done in time. So, that's one thing that I'm working on.
Yay.
And then I'm also working on my order mission, which is the Medusa shawl. I'm using Madeline Tosh Light.
It's growing.
Well, I finally started on the lace. You can kind of see I did 2 rows.
You can see a hole.
See, there's a hole. But this has got lace on both sides. It's not a difficult pattern, I don't think. It goes in 5s, so it makes it easy for me, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't have to like
count too much.
Memorize, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on.
Cool.
That's all I have, and that is due sometime in whenever order mission is due.
You can start turning them in on the 29th of June through the 13th of July.
Okay, so I need to work on that. Like, those socks, I need to finish because that's the only thing that I've made this month. I suck. I'm so not getting Order of the Serpent first class.
No, these are, well, I have one other class, but so I'll have 2 classes. That's it. So you're not alone.
But seriously, suckiness.
It happens. We can't all be awesome all the time.
I try to be, so.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so after works in progress, I need to scroll down. Sorry.
You spin me right round.
Oh, where we talk about spinning. I'm spinning currently. I am spinning. Let me show you. My Cormo.
Yay.
It looks really junky because I had it smushed. So, my fiber wash report for my epic washing of the fleece newt is the... Oh! Ow! I just stabbed myself. Okay. Because, ow, that really hurt. So, I have this awesome lazy Kate that I made. And it's dangerous. Ow! So, see those needles? I totally went... It hurts. Anyways, that's my awesome lazy Kate. Someone on Facebook was getting rid of a lazy Kate, and they said if I paid shipping, they would send it to me, but I forget who it was. Okay. If you are watching this, please contact me because I will definitely pay you shipping for a lazy Kate because I need one because this box keeps impaling me. Anyways, I finished spinning my Lincoln Borderleister, which I think I showed that last time we talked.
I think you did. Or you were almost done with it. I think you were finishing plying the last one.
I have to turn up the volume because I leaned on it and it turned it down. Anyways, so I finished it and I did, this is a 4-ply. It's very nice and round and squishy. And 2-ply. It's kind of flat because 2-ply. And this is my 3-ply. Let me see if I can get. So I have written down on my little sheet. The 4-ply I got about 62 yards. The 2-ply I got 54. And the 3-ply I got 54. Which I got the same amount for the 3-ply and the 2-ply, which I thought was kind of cool.
That is.
So that is done. I also spun up. Did I show you ever the yucky stuff that I spun? This was the Jacob. I just did a 2-ply and a 3-ply.
Okay. I can't remember.
That was a while ago. So I spun those up. So those are done. I finished cleaning all of the Suffolk, whatever. It's cleaned. And I opened my phone to show you a picture because I took a picture of it. I put it in a Ziploc, not Ziploc, one of those big vacuum seal bags.
Yeah, I think you showed that last time.
That was the Lincoln Borderleister because it was kind of gray.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
I sucked it out and I vacuumed it and I put them in a Rubbermaid tote and put them in the basement. But there's both of them side by side sucked out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's from something that's like this big to like something that's like, it's awesome. And I put those away because it was kind of taking up room in our living room, so I was cleaning up a little bit. And then it was kind of sunny out yesterday and the day before, or today and yesterday, so I grabbed the alpaca fleeces and put them on my table, which is like, the outside table is like a metal mesh like table. So I just used that as my like picking table, and I went through and got rid of the second cuts, as many as I could find, and I kind of shook it out so like the dustiness and the yucky like stuff would get off of the alpaca, because the alpacas don't cling as much
because they don't have the lanolin.
Yeah, so it doesn't have as much clinginess. But I mean, there was still like some mud, but mainly just a little bit pieces of grass and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked through that. I'm gonna find a picture for you. So I had a darker fleece, which is like a dark brown. And at first, I made Madison go get my fleece and fiber source books because I was like, this is really short. Maybe they didn't let it grow. But it says alpaca is from 2 to 6 inches in staple length, and it's about 2.5. I don't know if you can see that.
Okay.
So I picked through that, and then it started raining. And then I have a lighter fleece,
mm-hmm.
which is about 3.5 staple length. I don't know if you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started to pick through the lighter fleece, and then it got real dark, and it started to rain. So I was like, ah! And I like shoved everything back into my container and ran inside. So then today I went and I picked through the other second half. So to get to 75% of my newt, I have to have spun up the Cormo, the Suffolk, the Lincoln Borderleister, have cleaned all of the wools and started on an alpaca fleece. So I just have to finish spinning because I already started the alpaca. I haven't started cleaning the alpaca. I was going to ask you how you did it and then figure out how I'm going to do it.
Pretty much the same as you do the other one. The other stuff. I just put it in a mesh bag, and you don't have to use as much soap.
Okay.
I think I used Dawn, and I just let it soak, and you'd be surprised, like, how dusty and dirty the water is. Even, because, like, of the alpaca, you're like, oh, it's not as gross as sheep. No, it's dirty. It's, like, brown water when you wash it. It's gross.
Well, the one fleece that I was doing, it had, like, dust. Like this, like I could see like a layer of dust.
It was bad. I had a brown and a black fleece, and the black one, it looked gray, and after washing it was like black. Like
Wow.
super black. I'm like, wow, that really was dirty. It was like,
Yeah.
anyways, so yeah, and then just you let it dry, but that one you really want to fluff apart after, like, when it's drying, because it
Okay.
helps, because it like mats down a lot, because it
Okay.
doesn't have all the crimp that wool does.
Yeah.
So you fluff it around and it kind of looks gross and you think you've wrecked it, but as it dries it gets really fluffy.
Okay. So my super awesome friend, I have been looking for those over the door
Yeah.
sweater dryers, and she sent me a message the other day and was like, "Oh, I found some for you." So I thought, you know, like she just had some that she found like in her attic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No, she must have bought them because she got one of my bags, and I was like, "Well, I'm going to be up that way, so I'll just drop it off and I'll refund you your shipping cuz um she lives here." And she's like, "Oh, I'll leave those sweater dryers for you." So I thought that they would be like used, which
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that because I'm using it for wool.
Right.
And no, she must have found them at a store because every time I go, I can never find them. And so she like got me two. How
Oh,
nice is that? She's
that's
totally
really
awesome.
sweet.
I thought so. So that made my day.
That's cool.
That was totally had nothing to do with spinning.
Yeah,
Kind
now
of,
because
kind
you
of.
can dry more fleece on it.
Right. Oh, that's right. So I'm gonna start the alpaca and just dry more. And I think I had originally talked about getting baby shampoo, but I decided I have a huge chug of Dawn soap, so I'm just
Yeah,
gonna use it.
it worked just fine.
So sounds good.
I have spinning.
Okay.
It's a little wet.
Ooh, it's a little pretty. Is that for me?
No.
Oh.
Maybe. No.
No. I'll say yes, but no, I mean no.
Yeah, it was drying outside. This is it's the Corgi Hill Farms.
It's so pretty.
And I cable plied it, so let me get a... So
That's
you
so
can see,
nice.
like, the darker ply is actually 2-ply, then the lighter ply is a 2-ply.
Cool.
And then you plied them together. And now in the Slytherin spinning thread, Finn's my dog. Is that what her name is? I'm horrible with raft names, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. She had said that someone gave her the tip to really, like, overply the first 2-ply that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because then when you ply it the opposite direction to cable them,
unplies it.
Yeah, like she said, her first attempt was like horrible and not pretty. So I did, and like it's like pretty balanced.
That's awesome.
And it's really soft. It's got some silk in there, and it turned out all gradient like. Very cool.
Totally awesome, and totally my colors.
I don't know what I'll make with it, but it's sure is pretty. It's still damp though, so I'm sure it's gonna fluff up a little bit when it dries all the way.
Yeah.
I counted how much I got out of it.
You just forget.
I need to figure out again because I did it right after I spun and I didn't write it down or anything. But I think it was close to like 200 and something yards.
Times 4. That's
times
awesome.
4. So like it was almost 1,000 yards of singles. It was 5 ounces though, because it was from Corgi Hill Farms. So
yeah, and she's pretty generous.
They give a lot. Though she just joined the House Cup.
Everyone's joining because we're awesome.
I
not really, but
it is a fun
like a
game.
lot of people. They'll be like, I just found the House Cup. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. Well, no, I did an interview in the Not Quite First Year thread.
Cool.
And like I randomly saw that like she had just like joined, and I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All the fibery people are joining. No, but it's like so pretty. I can't stop looking at it. And it's so like round, you know, not bumpy,
Or
like
flat.
or flat or whatever, but like it's round. I don't know if you can see
I can see that. That's awesome.
that. I don't know. So that makes me happy. I'm also spinning on my order mission yarn, which I probably have another 8 ounces to do.
Awesome. Well,
I didn't bring that in.
8 ounces finished or to do still?
To do. I had a
Oh,
pound.
I totally jumped that awesome.
No.
Okay.
I've done 8 ounces. I have another 8 ounces to go.
Get to work.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying you did another 8 ounces, so I was going to be like, awesome, but I lied.
No.
Get to work.
Not awesome.
That is cool, though. Like, the yarn is pretty. I like brown.
Yep.
Okay. I'm scrolling down. Sewing. Do you have any sewing?
No.
I totally do. I finally started sewing again. First, I went to Joann's. Like, I've been trying to go to Joann's for a week. Okay, can I just say, the end, like, I thought the summer would be chill. That's a big fat freaking lie. Big, fat lie. Because since school has gotten out, we've had crazy busyness going on. So, I've been trying to get to Joann's for like at least a week. So finally on Sunday, Mom of Peg asked me to see if I could find some fabric to make her a bag for a swap. So I had said yes, but I had not gotten to the store. So she sent me a message on Sunday, and I was like, I'm going at 12:30. Did not tell my family that because I was in church. Yes, I'm one of those people. I was texting in church. Anyways, so I was like, I'm going at 12:30 because that's when church gets out. And I made my family drop me off at Joann's and go get milk because we needed milk. And so I was in there and I had to buy fabric, which I had to like match things up. And it's like a process, you know, you find the fabric and sometimes they don't have the fabric you're looking for and sometimes they do. And then a lot of times it's in the wrong place and you have to like match it up. And anyway, so that's what I was doing. And I was in there for really long and they were dying in the car, they said. But I'd been trying to get there for like a week. So I had like a club to shop for and everything. But I'm happy. So I got fabric. And so while I was there, I happened to look at the sale fabric, which sale is bad. No, is good, but it's like a dangerous place to go by. So I found some really cool fabric of birds. And the theme for Fat Fiber this month, or for July, is birds of a feather. So I picked some up, and I have some. I don't know if you guys know this, but in my Etsy store, I have some sachets. I have some cedarwood and some lavender, and then some cedarwood and lavender mixed. So I figured Fat Fiber might be getting sick of getting key fobs or change purses. So I was like, I have some leftover lavender and cedarwood. I'll make some sachets. So I made mini sachets, not the full size that I make.
Yeah.
It's just like an inch or two difference. But anyways, so I made out of the bird fabric. I had already gone through all of my other fabric and pulled out bird stuff. Like, so there's owls mainly. But then I sewed this from this bird fabric and I made little sachets, 50 of them. So I sewed a bunch. And then I also finished sewing. I had sewn last time, I had sewn a bunch of key fobs and I just didn't put the hardware on because I ran out. So I got more hardware and I finished making those. So I have, not only did I hook myself up for July fat fiber, I also did August at the same time, and then I mailed it.
That's
So I
awesome.
was doing a lot of sewing. And I have more to do because, you know,
Yeah. That's
that's
what you
how it,
do.
that's what it is. But that's the only sewing. And like last time I talked about the purple sewing I did.
Yeah.
And I still didn't figure out how to turn it in. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to turn any of that in. I probably should. I think like there's History of Magic is one. Right? And then
I haven't looked at the classes since we did our thingy.
there's one where you have to get pre-approval. So I guess I could ask for it. Or I could just turn it in all in for one. I don't know. Because then I would have 2 classes this month.
Herbology.
So, yeah, herbology.
Take a look at your past projects and make something better. You need prior approval,
that's too
though.
much work, so I probably won't do that one. Yeah, the prior approval one. There's another one that just accepts it straight up.
That would be History of Magic, and that's the soap one.
Oh, yeah, and I can make stuff work that way.
I was going to clean a fleece for that, and I totally forgot. We've been busy.
Yes.
Anyways.
We are now into gym.
Oh, okay. I was like, can we move on to randomness?
Okay,
Gym.
no, gym. I suck. I am the worst person.
Too.
I have gotten up yesterday and today and put on my workout clothes. And then I get caught up doing dishes and whatever else you have to do in the mornings. Then I run out of time. And then it's not like I can sit here and work out because it's right here. My bike. This is the living room. When it's like raining out, which it has been the past 2 days, the kids sit here and watch a movie or something, or they play games. And I don't really want to work out with them staring at me. Plus, if I don't do it in the morning, we know that I'm not going to do it ever. So, yeah. I will get to it eventually. But, I mean, I'm halfway there. I've got my workout clothes on.
True.
Well, I don't have them on anymore because I actually took a shower. Like, Bella wanted to swim, so it wasn't raining, so we went outside to swim. And it was so hot, and I was sweaty, so I took a shower. Plus, I wanted to look nice. And have my hair done because it was like
unlike me.
No, like not like my hair ever looks good in the summer because it's just a frizzy crazy mess.
It looks good today.
That's because it's still kind of wet. So anyways, okay. Jim, how about you?
I haven't done any cardio knitting. We've been biking a lot as a family.
That's awesome. I'm kind of jealous.
We kind of went all over today. And we went to one park and then and I kind of I'd weave her in and out of different blocks and stuff, so it took us longer to get there. And then we went to a different park and then we rode home. But I can tell I've been a little bit sore lately from it, so that's good. And good. There's been a couple times Chloe, I had to pull her in the burley. So, that was extra work on my legs. And then I sat and knit at the park, and then I biked home. So, I counted that as cardio knitting last week.
Why did you have to pull her?
Well, that kind of goes to randomness. But she broke her arm.
Oh, no.
And she can't ride her bike.
How did she break her arm?
She was balancing on a basketball on the first day of summer. It was 10 in the morning, 10:30 maybe, and I hear this crying, screaming, and she runs in, and it's oh, that's not a he hit me, he did this, she did that type of cry. It was pain.
Yeah.
And she comes in hobbling with her arm, and I'm no.
Okay, I'm totally laughing.
Crap.
At her pain, but it's totally funny. I was balancing on a basketball.
Yeah, I know. Well,
hello.
Anyway, so I get her to lay down, and luckily Dad had off of work, but he had taken his bike somewhere and to the bank or something. So I called him as I'm going upstairs to get some ibuprofen for her, And I'm like, are you close to home? And he's like, yeah, I'm just down the street. I'm like, good, because I think I have to take Chloe to the hospital. I think she broke her arm. He's like, oh. But, yeah. So then she was, like, crying the whole way to the ER because she was mad because she was going to have a cast all summer. Not because it hurt. Because she was mad. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't have tried to balance on a basketball. And she's like, I think we already said that. Like, it wasn't a good idea. Like, well, at least we won't do it again. But
it's too funny.
Yeah. I ordered, though, this, it's called dry cast.
I saw the picture. It was hilarious.
The guy's like frolicking in the water. Anyways, it's like a rubber thing that you put over your cast. And supposedly you can go swimming with it. So we'll see. We'll test it in like the bath and see. But like if she's allowed to like go by a sprinkler even or like somewhat in the water with it, I will be happy because she's like really dreading not being able to do things. Like she already can't ride her bike. And she tried to let her ride her scooter with her, like, the cast is, like, from here all the way.
So did she break her elbow?
No, she broke both bones right here. But they don't want her rotating it.
Right.
So that's why they had to stabilize it up high. Yeah, so she wanted to ride her scooter, like, and, like, showed us that she could ride. I'm like, you can't go fast enough to keep up with us on bikes. Like, I'm sorry, no.
She can't ride her bike one-handed?
They said not to do that. Like, if you would fall on it, you'd, like, screw your arm up even more.
I didn't even think about that.
Which you probably would, because you're not used to, like, balancing with a heavy thing. Anyways, so we've been putting her in the Burley.
Seriously, I'm crying. It's so funny.
And going up a hill with... She's not... I mean, she's, like, what, like 50 pounds, maybe? But that's like an extra 50 pounds that you don't have normally.
It's a good workout.
It was on my legs. So that was good.
We talked about this before. My bike is a beach cruiser.
Yeah.
Can I tell you how not smart that is? Living in Pennsylvania, where
you need to get a different one
or down. But I have that one and I like it, and I just got it, and maybe I'll save up for a mountain bike because we live in the mountains. And save my beach cruiser for the beach. Not that we are ever going to live on a beach, but, you know, in a flat area. Like, it would be fine, like, if we lived by you, because most of the time it's, like, flattish. But no, here it's up or down.
Yeah.
So anyways, I saw your pictures of your bike ride, and I was jealous because I need a better bike. And I just got that one. I'm so mad at myself for not thinking ahead.
That's okay.
Anyways. So, my garden is doing awesome.
Cool.
I have little cauliflowers.
I saw the picture you posted of that, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. We have flowers for our tomatoes and zucchini.
I have flowers on my tomatoes.
I think that's about it.
But, like, I've been picking the middle part out so they grow up. You know, the middle
of
thing.
The tomatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. We call those the suckers.
Yeah. Well, I've been picking those out, and then I've also, like, trimmed a few of the bottom branches so it would go up more. And they're doing okay. What'd you say?
I said I haven't done anything to ours. They're growing. We've watered them.
But it's been raining a lot. So they're doing awesome. And then I planted, like, radishes, and they're coming up. And then the peas and the beans are sprouting. Like, the beans sprouted. I think they're bush beans. I was hoping they were the kind that would grow up. The pole beans.
Yeah.
Because I put them right by a little trellis thing. And then the snap peas I put by the trellis thing. And only one of them has sprouted. So I think I need to go get more seeds and plant them.
I didn't get to plant any of those. I like beans.
Me too. So that's why I planted them. And then this year I did, I rearranged my garden. Remember I had a plan?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I went to plant, that went out the window, but I still replanted differently. And I got, like, those tomato stake pole things. And then I got the, like, Miracle-Gro, like...
Velcro taped.
Well, I thought it was the Velcro stuff, but it wasn't.
Oh.
It's just this, like, plastic stuff that you tie in a bow.
Oh.
It works. So, it says it grows with your plant. I'll believe it when it happens. But anyways, so I tied the tomato stakes up to that, and I tied the tomatoes to the tomato stakes. You know, those 5. But I'm hoping they grow up instead of out. And then I have, like, trellises by my, like, butternut squash so they can grow up. And then my zucchini and cucumbers are by that too.
Very cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's oh, and I have hot peppers and bell peppers planted too.
We planted peppers, not hot, but I also planted banana peppers, and I want to pickle them.
They're very easy. I did that. And I had jalapenos last year, and I pickled them too.
Ooh.
And then you have, like, the little jalapeno slices, basically.
Yeah. That's what I want.
So that's what I did. But I planted them. But while I was planting, my neighbors, they were nice, and they were like, we ran out of room. Here's some plants. So I have, like, some leftover plants. I was going to give them to another friend of mine, but she never, like, took me up on my offer. So I just have plants in their little things dying slowly. So I
thought you were going to plant them along your fence line or something.
But I need to, like, build a little planting area.
You can shove them in the ground.
I guess so.
Dig a hole with a shovel.
Maybe I will do that. I don't know. So that's what happened. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, for Father's Day,
yes,
we were driving home. But for Father's Day, Andy wanted to go to an amusement park. And then I was like, my book club was talking about Idlewild, which is in Ligonier-ish area, which is about 45 minutes away. Okay. And it's like a park, an amusement park, with a water park all in one. And they also have, like, a kiddie part. And they have, like, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Like, you can go through the trolley and stuff. And that's cool. Because he's from Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Anyways, they're revamping it, and they're going to add Daniel Tiger, because I guess Daniel Tiger's, like, the new big thing.
Haven't you seen the new show?
Yeah, because I have little kids.
Well, anyways, there's a new show.
I know. So, anyway, so I convinced him to do this. And then we were looking at it, and we were like, season passes are only $20 more than the actual ticket to get in. So we decided to get season passes to this place. So while we're doing this, Andy hasn't worked for his other job for a while, but I guess they only release your sick pay once a year. So we get a check in the mail from his old job for his sick days.
Oh, wow.
And it's, like, more than enough to cover the season passes. So we got season passes, and we went once already. So we just have to go twice to get our money's worth.
Yeah.
But because they have, like, this huge water part, it's totally awesome. Like, they have, like, a wave pool and, like, one of those lazy rivers where you just, like, float around. And then they have slides and stuff. I was like, even on, like, hot days, I can just be like, hey, let's go to the park. Because we have season passes. And and it's the kind, like, you go in and you sign, and there's, like, you drive through the entrance, and they check your passes there, and then you park, and then you just walk into the park, so you can go back to your car and get your lunch and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm a little jealous.
Anyways, we went. Well, if you come visit, you can come with us. Okay. So yeah, that's what we did this past week. Because Madison was at camp, so we wanted to do something with Bella. And then when Bella's at camp, we'll do something with Madison. Same thing. We'll just take her to Idlewild because we're original.
It works.
But that was Andy's Father's Day present, and it was totally awesome.
That's cool.
So, yeah. Anything else randomly going on?
We got Tallulah spayed, finally.
Woo! Is she, like, mad at you now?
No, she was pretty good. I was worried. Like, I didn't want her to be some mean cat, because she's like a sweet little kitty for the most
Yeah.
part. Like, especially, like, the kids, like, will pick her up and, like, carry her, and she'll, like, the most she'll do is go, "Meow." Like, she doesn't scratch or, like, hiss
That's
or
good.
anything mean. So, like, I was worried that getting spayed she would, but no, she was fine. And it was last Thursday.
Oh, so she should be fully recovered.
So, well, they said 14 days. So, another week. But you know, for the most part, she's not on any more pain medicine anymore, so she's
I always
good.
felt bad when our cats got fixed that first couple of days because they're like, "Meh."
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like something you need to do so you don't have other little cats.
Yeah,
under your
I
house.
was like, and you know, it's pricey, but I was like, we need to be responsible pet parents. I don't want to have little kittens running around, and you know, so. And that way I don't have to worry about her if she gets out.
Yeah.
But it was funny. They like sent home the paper, and they're like, "Don't let your cat jump. Don't let them do this." I'm like, "How the heck are you supposed to make a cat not jump? She like gets on
They
things all
don't
the
usually
time."
want to, anyways.
She did though. She's been like jumping up on beds and here and there and like.
Well, the first day is, I
whatever.
think, the most important. Yeah.
She's fine. Um. But yeah, so I was
Yeah, I always thought that was funny,
glad we
though.
finally did that. So you came to visit,
Right?
because we
For
had
a day.
I know
It was insane.
our little brother Trevor had his wedding reception last Saturday.
I don't remember. Yeah,
like a
Father's
week.
Day week.
Yeah, the day before Father's Day. So that was crazy and fun.
It was so crazy, but also fun.
It was.
But like, it took me like at least a week. Like I was still recovering from it for like days.
Yeah. Well, you guys drove all night. You got here in the morning. The party was that night, and then you drove home the next day. Like you were here for like 24 hours, and that's it.
I know. It totally
and you
felt-
drove for 24 hours. That's insane.
And I wanted it to be. I wanted to stay longer. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to help more. Like, when I got home, I sent Jessica text, and I was like, I just realized I forgot to take all the stuff to the laundry room. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
And you were like, it's totally fine. And I'm like, I feel really bad.
It's okay. No,
Like,
I still need to, like, clean and vacuum and stuff. Like, we did the dishes the day after.
Oh my gosh.
And
I feel really bad about that.
You and our other sister-in-law stayed and was helping with that, and Jared and Joe like went and took down all the lights in the tent and all that stuff while we were doing the dishes. That's nice. We all went out to eat first though for Father's Day.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm jealous that we
didn't get to stay
and
for that.
I am really loving Thai food lately. It's good.
That Thai place that we went to with Mom.
Mm-hmm.
That place is awesome. I've been dreaming about that place. Not like dreaming, but wanting to go to another one. I don't think there's any Thai places around here.
It was good. Ask Siri. She might know.
Siri and I have a love-hate relationship. Mostly I hate her and she loves me.
But anyway, so like I'm still like recovering, like.
Yeah.
And then like the day, so that was Sunday, we cleaned up, and then Monday I took Gabe and Leah to camp.
Yes.
And the other two came along, but the camp we go to is about 2.5 to 3 hours away, one way.
Ours is too, yeah.
Okay, I hate driving.
Yeah.
Like, with a passion. I don't mind driving in Sheboygan or, like, on a straight highway that is not through busy cities. Or where you don't have to turn a lot. Like, and watch for things.
So, in Ohio.
Yes, I like Ohio. But, so, I luckily had turned the internet on my phone on that morning. Oh, that morning was the day that Chloe got her cast, too. So I took her to get her cast, and then, like, we left from there to go up to Pembine, Wisconsin. So, but that morning I was like, you know what? I want to have internet on my phone, because I had the plan that you only get internet when you're at Wi-Fi, but I wanted the 3G. So I turned it on, and I had a GPS all set to go, and, like, address plugged in and everything. After getting the cast on, I get in the car and I'm trying to turn this GPS on, and it's like searching for satellite. Searching for satellite.
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
I don't know how to get out there by myself. I've never driven it. Like, people always drive when we go out there because that's where I go to, like, ladies retreat and stuff.
Right.
Other people drive. Like, and I
Right.
sit and knit
'Cause
and I
then you
don't pay
can knit.
attention.
Right.
So I was like, crap. And then I was like, my phone. Like, thank goodness I turned it on because I used it all the way up. It was great. But I want to get one of those things that you put your phone in, like you have in your car, that hooks into your heater thing.
It's in the Walmart auto section.
I know. I've seen it. I want to get it.
It's only like $5.
But I was proud of myself. I even got lost
That's awesome.
in Green
I
Bay
get lost all the time.
in construction, and
Oh,
there
no.
was like walls of death. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I hate those.
The concrete walls of death.
Yeah.
And like I was like squeezing so hard, it was horrible. And it took us like at least 3 hours to get there because I got lost and then got back on, and
I hate. There's construction like from our house to your house. It's horrible.
yeah, it's not good. But I was very proud of myself because I did it by myself.
That's awesome.
And
I'm proud of you too.
with
You
4
get
children.
a gold star.
Thank you. The drive home was a little nicer. Chloe and Truby like both fell asleep.
Oh,
like,
that's nice.
silence. But
So Bella was upset that she wasn't able to sign Chloe's cast because when we were there, she just had a sling.
Yeah.
But she was happy that you signed it in blue on her cast.
I did.
Or,
I think it was red. Her cast is
or
blue.
in red on her blue cast or something like that. She was very excited about that you signed it for her.
I'm pulling it up. Hold on.
So
it was sweet. Yeah, Chloe is carrying around Sharpies all the time.
Really? That's hilarious. That is so hilarious.
Here, see, look.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but
So,
she
yeah.
got blue because that's her favorite color. She's totally soaking up all the everyone doing things for her thing.
Yeah. You got
Anyways,
to.
go ahead. Sorry.
From Trevor and Lauren's reception, they got this like Polaroid-like camera. Like, I forget what brand it was, but
Fujifilm.
it took pictures and it popped out a Polaroid basically, but not Polaroid because Polaroid is not there. Anyways, I am kind of like obsessed with. I want one of those now because it was so much fun just to take pictures. And I mean, yeah, we have digital pictures and everything, but it's kind of cool to get it printed out.
Yeah, because you don't do that.
Right. I don't get my pictures printed much anymore, but it was just fun. And the kids loved it. But we had to, like, tell them, you're not allowed to take pictures because they were, like, taking, like, 50,000 pictures.
Truby has,
and,
like 4 or 5, like, stashed away somewhere that he pulls out that he had.
Well, Gabe got really mad at me because I took the film away from him because he found it. And I was like, no, this is for Trevor. He wants to use it with his friends. It was funny.
It was.
So yeah, but anyways, we have a Ninja, the blender.
Mm-hmm.
We had a cheap one that we got at Walmart for $24, but because we got it at Walmart, we got the little product replacement plan, and then ours broke. Like the handle part broke, which is it's the kind that you turn it, and the handle is what turns it on.
Yeah.
So we sent it back and they sent us, the gift card for the replacement plan. They didn't have the $24 one that we had, so we got a different one. So I upgraded a little bit. So it has like the picture, but it also has a little thing like a food processor. And I've been wanting a food processor for a while. So I got one. I got it and I used it to make guacamole. It was really good.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
I like our food processor. They're good. We're nearing an hour, and last time uploading took forever. We still have 10 minutes. I'm just warning us.
Okay. We are just talking, so it's not like we have anything
No,
to
I
talk
do have
about.
something to show though.
Oh, okay.
I got I'm calling it birthday fiber because I ordered it and then I handed it to Joe when it came in and I said, "Here, you can give this to me for my birthday." Which was 2 days ago.
Yes.
And I got an awesome crown.
I know, I saw your crown. It is awesome.
I'm not gonna wear it right now.
It matches your shirt.
Yeah. So I ordered from Nerd Girl Yarns, the Glow Cloud,
That's awesome.
which is like so bright. I got the Superwash Merino and nylon because I think I want to make stripy arm warmers or socks or something fun.
You got 2 of them?
And I got 2. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then I got this one is entitled hashtag, which I thought was awesome because I'm a little obsessed with Instagram and I use hashtags all the time. I'm going to pull it out because it's a little more fun that way. It's prettier. Isn't it pretty?
Yes. I do like that purple. That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. And then I got one more. Pull that down. Sorry for the crinkling. And this one is called Shut Your Cake Hole.
I love it.
Which I thought was funny. So I want to mash up the hashtag with the Shut Your Cake Hole and call it hashtag Shut Your Cake Hole.
Awesome. Let me see.
Because I thought it was fun. But I thought they'd look good. Oh, I just put it away. But I thought the darker colors would look good together. So yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta buy things because of their names.
And I like the colors, but yes, their names were way fun, so I bought them. Oh, so my birthday was on Sunday, but over the weekend I got to go away for the weekend, and I went with Katie. Her parents own a condo, so we just had to pay like the cleaning fee that they had to clean it afterwards, but we got to go and stay there. And
That's
it was awesome.
I was gonna ask you about that, like if you rented a place or what.
No, it was her parents owned it. So it was just fun to get away, and I mean the last few months have just been crap, and you know, just to do nothing, and like we pretended to be tourists. It was up by like Door County and Sturgeon Bay.
Yeah.
And we walked around, and I went into this yarn shop that was called Spin.
Ooh.
But they had, like, one basket of spinning fiber, and the rest was just all yarn. So I was like,
really?
Dude, don't call yourself Spin. I didn't say it to them, but I was like, I'm kind of irritated they didn't have any spinning things.
Hashtag lame.
I know. It was cute, though, and it had cool stuff and cool yarn, but
misleading. Hashtag misleading.
Exactly. I'm to the point where I just don't buy yarn anymore because I'd rather spin it. And I have enough yarn.
Yes.
So
Except for I have been watching Cupcakey Yarns on Instagram, and I totally need to buy some of her stuff because
the kits.
Yes.
Yes, I want a kit because I want to make those Stitch Surfer socks. And I actually just said, I think it was today or yesterday on one of her pictures, I was like, when I get yarn funds, I am buying a set.
Well, I want to get. She was talking about doing her rainbow one, and I think I want to do that one. Because while I like the watermelon one, I'm not a watermelon fan. I don't really like to eat it.
I don't either. I have like 1 or 2 pieces a summer.
I don't. I just don't like it. Anyways, there was something I was going to say. Oh. I don't remember.
You're awesome.
Never mind. Anyways, so, yes.
Oh! I have one last thing.
Okay, go.
So, at the wedding reception, they had lanterns and stuff that they hung all over from the trees, and we had lights, and, like, we really liked having the lights back there, so we want to buy lights that we can put out there normally. But I made little hanger things. I don't know if you can see the wire.
I can totally see it.
For my mason jars, for a bunch of them, and I'm going to make some wicks and melt a bunch of candles. Ooh, I'm echoey. Melt a bunch of candles that are already used. I don't really care what color they turn out to be, and just fill and have big candles that I can hang outside.
That's awesome.
That's it. And then I'm done. And we're almost out of time.
Okay. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So, for Jamberry, I was taking a picture, like what I do with my Jamberry nails on. And I realized I'm pretty lame. Like, most of my pictures, like, I'm trying not to have repeat pictures, but most of my pictures are, like, cleaning wool, spinning. Like, and I, like, took a picture of, like, cleaning, because I cleaned the, I'm really lame. I cleaned the vacuum out, because we have one of those bagless vacuums, so you have to, like, clean it every once in a while. So I took a picture of that because I was, like, cleaning it with really hot water, and my jams were fine. So, but I was, like, looking through those pictures, and I'm like, I am a lame person to be doing this. Like, it's not like I do anything totally awesome.
Well, not everyone can do awesome things all the time. You're a normal person doing normal things.
I know, but I just was like, I don't know how many times people want to see pictures of me vacuuming the floor.
That's alright.
So I've been trying to, like, do different things. So some days I have, like, one or two things, and the other days I have more.
That's funny.
But it's really funny, because, like, I gave the dog a bath, and I took a picture of her face, because she doesn't like to have pictures taken. She's, like, a weird dog. So, anyways.
I put some new gems on.
Oh, I saw them. I like that.
I did the popsicles, and then I think this one was Happy Go Lucky.
Yeah, Happy Go Lucky. I like that one.
But they go really well together, I think.
I painted. I'm using the lacquer. This is called Blush or Crush. I should know the names, but I forgot. And then I put just one jam on, because these fingers are the ones that get beat up the most. Okay. Like, I sewed on my finger the other day. Like, I was, like, sewing the sachets, and I was, like, trying to keep the tag or something out of the way as I was sewing it, and I, like, got my finger caught. And if I did not have my a wrap on there, it would have ripped my nail off. Like, it just, like, beat up my finger a little bit, so.
Ouch.
It hurt. So but safe. I took a picture of it.
You're funny.
Oh, lame. So the name of this podcast is going to be #lame.
No, we're awesome. Everything is awesome. We got the new Lego movie.
We totally did do. And we watched it like 3 times already.
We just got it today, so we watched it
and it tonight. Makes me giggle.
Spaceship! Alright, anyways.
We're done.
We're done. Totally done.
We'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.